Aloha, just a moment, getting it all going on all platforms. Aloha everyone on the other side of the screen. This is Kristara Laksmi-Ditton and I'm saying aloha from Hawaii, the big island. And I'm so excited to be here today and I hope some of you will join while I'm here on live. And if you see me live right now, so come into the room, welcome, very nice to have you here, and leave a message, what's your name and where you are listening from today. And if you have questions about weight loss or health in general, you can also write your questions here so I can answer them while we are live. So how exciting. So today I decided to share my journey. So by now I have lost around 12 kilograms and 20 pounds of my weight since October last year. And it's still going down. So it's a continuous process. And I see I have maybe, I would be very happy if I would lose maybe 8 more kilograms. So we'll see how that goes. Anyways, I'm working towards it. So very exciting. So, and I see Tona is here. Aloha from Norway. So very nice to have you here. And over the years, I have been really struggling with weight. It actually started after my childbirth, which is now more than 22 years ago. So that was really changing my metabolism, and my whole body changed completely. I used to be quite a slim girl, but after that I had to really start to watch what I eat, how much I move, all of these things. So it was kind of unusual, and of course I started to take it more into consideration and give it more attention and so on. And I remember when I moved to Norway to study in Oslo University there, then I first time in my life got a proper gym membership, and I was really dedicated. I had my 1 hour training and then half an hour swimming, 3 to 4 times a week. And I even sometimes, I think, pushed it too much, even went to training when I was completely sick and stuff. And then I also had a bicycle, so I was bicycling to work, which was on the other side of the town. So it came 14 kilometers, bicycling back and forth. So during these times, I especially my legs, they were just muscles. And my butt was kind of like a stone muscle because of all this bicycling. And, in Oslo, you don't have kind of flat streets. You have all the time up and down. So you had to really work hard to get from one place to another. So, and then over the years, I remember one article I read by Oprah Winfrey. Oprah Winfrey actually gave a really interesting thought, saying, when we are working with weight loss, we shouldn't focus on weight. So because according to the law of attraction, what you focus on you get more of. So if you focus on weight, you get more weight. So makes sense, right? So we should focus on just getting healthy and in general kind of do what we can, and also not only think of how to lose the weight, but also how to stay healthy and how to make it into a lifestyle, so to say. So within all these years I was traveling, when I started to move more and spend more time in the tropical places, I realized that my eating changed. Of course, I went to lighter meals, more salads, more fruits. And I was walking more, and I was doing kind of natural workouts. In Mexico, I had my own kayak. So I went out every day or every other day. And what happened there, I didn't even think, but basically you are using your core a lot when you are kayaking, to balance and so on, and even your legs, because you are in a kayak and it's moving all the time. So I got really like, ripped, like really, like you could see even like the six pack of where my core is. So I was really amazed how this little thing, just like, maybe an hour or 40 minutes of kayaking, was really influencing my health, such a small thing, so to say. And then eating very healthy, and every time I went to a colder climate, of course, then I ate differently, and it was really hard to keep my weight in balance, and it was like fluctuating, going up and down. And last year when we went to Estonia, I was like, yeah, like really, really bad. So all the chocolates and all the like good stuff Estonia has, and the food, it was just crazy. So I just didn't really watch it. So coming back to Hawaii last autumn, I was really gaining a lot of overweight. So I was like, okay, I need to really do something about it. And then I saw an invitation to a really interesting program called Trunk Trainers here in Hawaii, in Kailua Kona. And so I checked it out. So they said it's a 6 weeks program. It's a free program. You can join 3 times a week training, and then also they will give you a meal plan. So it's like, great. So this is a good way to get myself going again. And hopefully after the 6 weeks, I will feel better again. So Kersti Tambet has joined as well. Aloha. So after starting, then of course came out also that it is free, but you are going to put your goals for your weight loss. And then if you meet your goals, you will pay $500. And if you meet your goals, you will get that money back. So what's better motivation than money, So I did everything I could to really follow the program to the detail, and I hit my goal, and I was very like happy. So I got my money back and everything. So a very nice experience. So how was this built together? So we had 3 trainings per week. So every training was maybe 30 to 35 minutes. So you went in, you did some cardio machine warm up for like 3 minutes or something. You stretched, and then you started to do different exercises, and oftentimes not anything with the machines. You used like a medicine ball, dumbbell, stretch bands, TRX, different simple tools, or rope, kind of like interval training, doing different things. And it was so well put together, and also that we were together training together, it was very inspiring and motivating. And every time I left the training there, then I was so full of energy. It's like all these hormones, and my whole body was like, yeah, let's move a mountain. And when we were done with the several circles of kind of doing the different exercises, we also finished it always up, possibly with the interval cardio. So I went to a rowing machine. 30 seconds I was rowing like full power, 30 seconds like kind of slowed down, 30-second full power, and like this, like 3-4 minutes, which they have kind of got information that there's lots of research where actually when you do it like this, all the excess fat you have now kind of started to move around with your training is actually pushed out of your body. So I don't know if it's true, but I just like have done it ever since, and it seems to work. So, and the energy was really, really good. So this is another thing to think of. Like if you know that you're not really good at self-discipline and being accountable for yourself, I would really recommend to start with a program like this. And I think now it's very popular. You can find programs like this online where they have the meal plan and also the training plan. And it's very easy. You have the video and then you have the meal plan and just follow it up, So training was fun, different trainers, always very innovative, very like, excited and passionate about what they did. Small gym, family gym kind of. So really amazing environment to like get it going in a new way. And then was also really good help was actually the food categories and how to put the portions together. So here I just kind of show you a little overview. So here we have proteins, fats, carbs, and veggies. So, and each one of those had like, there are different portions. And the main mistake most people do is that they have, when they do their meals, they actually have all of these categories represented. But usually it's actually good to have only 3 of those represented. And so I was really experimenting with this, putting together different combinations. And what was really surprising for me was that I was actually allowed to eat like sweet potato. And for some time, I actually stopped eating any kind of potato. Like I'm, from Estonia, and this is what we ate most of our childhood. And it's actually not really good because it's, it turns into sugar in your body. So I was like really, surprised. And then also a lot of like Greek yogurt, 0% fat, and also cottage cheese, 0% fat. Such things, was like really some of the things like I don't really eat like this anymore. So I had to include those and kind of experiment like how to put these together. And another big change which came was basically that between every big meal, which you have possibly 3 meals, morning, lunch, and dinner, you also have a protein shake. And this will really kick your metabolism, but also help with your, muscle building and all of these other things. So that also really helped, because then also, it's actually, you are not that hungry as well, because you get everything what you need in a way. And then with this program also, what happens is after you have done this for 6 weeks, you can't go back to the previous way of living, because your body is already used to, not overdo with portions. And then like, that you put together, a good diet. And this is really kind of what you call, it's low calorie, and it's also a low carb diet, but it still has carbs, which was really surprising for me. But carbs are also really important when you are wanting to lose weight, and you need some carbs, in that process. So I learned so much about like food and also training. And also with training, I thought always, you have to train at least 1.5 hours, use lots of the machines. And now I was like doing basically not even having any machines. My muscles were building up. I'm like moving my arms like, oh my God, I have muscles, So it was really surprising to see how this worked. And the first results, which was really amazing, was, my body had the age of 52 when I was going to do the measurements first time. And when I finished the program, it was 45. And now I haven't done the measurements recently, but I think it's even less now. And I went down body fat in 6.8, and my goal was 6% body fat. And that was a surprising thing for me, that I thought, they said, 10, 15 pounds to go down is like piece of cake, but 6% body fat is probably hard. And that's what it was like. I basically, like just with that, like I basically, that went like really, like 14, 16 pounds went down, like, and then, so 6.8 body fat. And then I built muscle, 2.3%, and also visceral fat went down like 1%. So that was really amazing. So if you are in Kailua Kona, I really recommend this program. I have now had other people I've recommended there, and they have done it actually not once but twice, because they wanted to keep it going. So that's a way to do it as well. And now they have it more on regular basis. So it's a really cool possibility to start and change your life in a way. And we also got like a whole booklet where you have can show you different different beautiful menu, what to do and how, put it together. Like here is chicken tacos, which basically you have lettuce, which is like taco, and then you put the chicken in there. So very innovative ways. Lots of like tuna things, also salads, and then even, yeah, it's like seafood, oatmeal, cauliflower. Yeah, it's like different things which are like kind of really interestingly put together. And even protein pancakes. So I was like, whoa, and lots of shakes as well. So so really cool, inspiring things which I've been also experimenting. So and some are weird and some like really cool. And I also had like two bigger traveling happening during this program, and I was really impressed by myself that I actually managed to keep it going and keep it on track. So really cool. And then after this, they opened actually Planet Fitness here in Kailua Kona. So I decided that I will jump on it and start to continue my training. I had taken notes for all of the sessions. So I had like 6 weeks of training, scheduled. So I started to go and do this. And then I noticed that they also have personal trainer times available. And I started that and had a really nice young man from another state who moved here, very innovative, very passionate, very like fun person to work with, and worked with him like a couple of months, I think, and then he moved. And so we had other people coming, but this really, I started to feel this, it didn't really work for me anymore, because if I'm going to train with someone, this person has to have more knowledge about training and guidance, and also have the confidence in what they are doing. So I decided to go back to my training plans and continue to follow this as it suits me, and that works as well. So this has turned into a beautiful lifestyle. So it's not only doing it for like 6 weeks, but it actually has continued to be a really big part of my life. And what's really cool also is that Michael, my husband, started to also do different things and started to do an extra weight loss program and started to come to the gym and all of these things without me pushing. So this is also that you can inspire people around you because they see results, And my regular training right now has been not only 2 times in the gym, but I also have had like 2 hula classes per week, and then 3 times paddling per week, 1 time bicycling, a couple of times snorkeling, and also 1 time aerial silk. So there's a lot of different variation. All of the things I do are things I love to do. And I think our bodies really need to be challenged in so many ways. So like let's take hula. Hula is very challenging because it's all about coordination. Your hands are doing something different than your legs, and then put these together, it takes some time. Aerial silks, you work with different muscles you never actually use. Or then just take regular training. So you use, again, different kind of muscles. And especially if you have been born after 1995, so you are in the new time energies, or you have gone through aura adjustment or aura transformation, you should really look into how to use your body regularly and challenge it, regularly. The same with paddling, there are different muscles I'm using, different positions, different seats I'm on. So I'm working on that level as well. So it's really cool. And then swimming, of course, again, I'm using different muscles. And recently, because I'm doing less snorkeling with my long freediver fins, I noticed that my foot is really having trouble. So it's probably my body needs a little more potassium. So it's really cool to notice these things and know that, okay, I need a little more support with potassium, maybe a little more bananas or, food supplements and stuff. So if this, what I'm sharing has been interesting, give me thumbs up. If you have some questions popping up, share these with me. If you have had weight challenge, you can also, say in the comments if you have had it and if you want to share how you overcame it. And now I wanted to also recommend a couple of things which have really worked for me. Let me just take a little tea. So as breakfast, I really like meal replacement shakes because in the morning I'm usually really on the run, and then it's really easy to do this. Basically, just mix it with water or almond milk or rice milk, and then you are on the go, and you know that you get everything what you need. So one of the things I use is isogenics, but nowadays you have so many different possibilities on brands who are making actually meal replacement shakes. And what's really good about it is that it has really little fat, not too many calories, and also not too much sugars and quite a lot of protein. So these are quite important. And then, of course, you have lots of different vitamins and other minerals which you need. And what was really cool with this last year, we went to Estonia and we did several tests, and people couldn't believe. We went to different doctors and stuff. It's like, oh my God, you guys, like your vitamins and all the minerals are in such a good shape. Like, what are you doing? And then, of course, living in Hawaii, because you eat fresh stuff also more. So this really worked. And this is something Michael has been part of. And he's doing a special weight loss program right now. So this one you can do for morning and also for lunch. And then in between, I forgot, I also had protein shake powder here, which you can also find in different, shops, health food shops, which is then the one which I use like in between the meals, like around like 2-3 hours. So I do that shake so that protein will be fed. Especially if you train a lot, you really need the support with the protein. And then also one thing which has really helped me is to drink different kind of electrolytes. So this one has not too much sugars, zero fat, and it has also a lot of potassium and different kind of minerals which really help if you get tired of just drinking water. So another thing which is really good part of this is a natural accelerator, which helps with the metabolism. And especially me, after giving birth, metabolism has been a little different. So it's really good to support that. And I remember first time I took this one because it has green tea, which is very strong. I felt like really like high because it was like unusual for my body. And then also this system has a detox program, so you can do a detox day every week. And then part of that is also that you have like different like snacks. It even has chocolate, which is like it helps to satisfy cravings, to promote healthy weight loss, so you don't feel that hungry. And then you have different liquids which also help, especially with visceral fat, and also to dissolve your inner fat, so many ways. So this is really cool. And then also if you have really cravings for food, like, or sweets especially, you can take this instead. So if you take 2 of those, so it's 30 calories, and I'll show you how it looks. So it's like this, like a little tablet, and smells like chocolate. So really good little things to help. And then of course lots of hydration and water all the time. I also do special teas which help with so many different things as well. And one of the things I've really worked a lot recently is Timothy Ferry's The 4-Hour Body. And this book is like a new time person's Bible about the body, mind, and spirit, kind of. It has lots of amazing topics it goes through. I really like Timothy's books because it's talking so much about, different ways how to find solutions, and also how to find, like, smart solutions. So, and this is where the world will go. So it's really good to kind of find out information about that. He did lots of experiments himself. So here are different titles: adding muscle, improving sex, perfecting sleep, reversing injuries, running faster and farther, getting stronger, from swimming to swinging, on longer and better life, closing thoughts, and then extras. And there's lots of material on his website as well. But here is Uncommon Guide to Rapid Fat Loss, Incredible Sex, and Becoming Superhuman. And this is what it is. I'm just so amazed that this is such a thick book. Like, it's like, how do you travel with this? Like, you don't probably just get the Kindle version of it. So, so on that level, and it has also some pictures, and some are so like kind of guidance for the videos and stuff. So so this is a really good book. I really recommend. This will really help you. And then one other thing which I actually even didn't mention in the Estonian one, a very important thing, of course, is actually to also watch a little bit of your acid intake, because most things which have sugar and other things, they actually create acid in your body. And when your body has a lot of acid, you are actually really stressed out. And then when you're stressed out, it's really much harder to also lose weight. So one of the things which I really struggle still till this day is to sleep enough and also rest enough, because I'm just like such a go-getter. I forget that. And then within those 6 weeks program, I noticed one time that my weight just plateaued, and then we realized that probably I needed rest and more sleep. So I started to work on that, and then it helped me to move on. So this is a really good thing as well. And then if you even don't eat anything, but you are stressed, that also actually creates acid inside your body. So most people don't know it. So one really, really important part of losing weight is actually also to really, relax deeper and, do different things which help you to really relax your muscles as well, and your body, mind, and spirit. So these were like kind of the main things which I have been now so experimenting, continue to experiment, and in the future I would like to also educate myself more so that I could help people more with these different things I've learned myself, and also see oftentimes that people are working out but they are not getting results, and one of the reasons is because they don't have a special meal plan to support that. So that's really, really important. And we are working now also to put out more material in English. I have, for the last 2 years, been teaching active groups about, my abundance wheel, which is sexuality, relationships, health, life mission, and holistic abundance. And hopefully soon I'll get it all translated and up in English, so you can also learn more. And the way we are going to do it now is actually put the material up so people can work on and study individually. And if they need like someone to really coach them through all those things once a month, like kind of add to it, like coaching with me, so that you can know where you are. Because oftentimes, if you have not really worked with those things like very specifically, you can go through the homework, but if you don't have the feedback, then it's like kind of defeats the purpose. So kind of interesting. And so what's like new before I'm wrapping up. If anyone has got some questions about the topic, or you want to give me feedback if this was helpful, let me know. And if you feel that this was inspiring, share it with at least 5 friends. I would be very, very happy. And also for our news, we are heading to San Diego in the beginning of May. We spend some days there, and then we'll be in Palm Springs for some days. And then we will arrive in Estonia in the end of May and stay in Estonia through like mid August. And after that, we will head to England for 2 weeks, and then after that 2 weeks in New York, and then after back to yeah, end of September, probably back to California. So you can like check out maybe some of these places you live nearby, so we could meet. We'll probably do some events in some of these places, and also private sessions. So really exciting time. And if you want to have a little adventure, so this summer I would invite you to 2 things in Estonia. One is the High on Life Tantra Festival, which will be held in English and Estonian, where me and Michael, we will be also teachers. And it's also a possibility to do private sessions with us there. And also we have our own retreat from the 2nd till 4th of August in Estonia, in a very beautiful natural place, where we'll also do Mantra and New Time Tantra, which is some of the things we are moving into with the New Time energies. We need to start to do things in a new way. So we are very, very excited. So I don't see any questions popping up. So in case you get those questions later, let me know. But I am very, very grateful that all of you who you were here during the live, that you were here. And I hope to see and hear from you very soon. And yeah, all the best. Lots of aloha. Mahalo.